upgrade these 6 consistent, easy to use brawlers if you want to learn how to play Brawl Stars better, and if you want to be a better player in Brawl Stars. Let's hop straight into it. On hopping straight into our first brawler, we have Belle. Belle is my personal main brawler and one of the most easiest snipers to use. If you want to learn how to play a sniper brawler, you definitely want to play Belle. Her shots are auto aim friendly, easiest shots to hit. Her super is pretty easy, and she has really good decent range, and she's always consistent. You could play her throughout different modes and be very successful with her. She's very team oriented as well, and allows her, when she uses her main attack, for when enemies bunch up, you know, shots zapped, and you know, if they keep staying together, they're gonna keep getting hit. And so it's just an easy mechanic, easy way to play Belle. Honestly, if you don't know how to play Belle, if you don't learn how to play Belle, it's just at a disadvantage as to yourself, because Belle is just a really consistent sniper brawler, and always since she released inside the game, she's always been top of the meta, or just a really good brawler that you could literally play everywhere. If you don't know who to go in a long range map, they banned if you're playing ranked, or if you're playing just a regular long range map on ladder, and if they ban out the brawlers that you usually go, or if your friends are using the brawlers that you usually go, definitely pick up Belle. Definitely a brawler that needs to be played more and needs to be studied more. Honestly, just easy to use, fun to use. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Hopping straight into our next brawler, now we have Genie. Now we have the mid lane GOAT. He was always the king of mid lane. Since he came out in Brawl Stars, he was one of the top brawlers inside of Brawl Stars. His pull mechanic was really busted back in those days. He had really good star powers, and now he's still really much a really good brawler. Obviously, he's not top meta, but he's always in competitive play inside of Brawl Stars, and he forever will be, just because his mechanic is too broken. All right, first of all, his main attack, you can't miss with it. You just aim and it spreads for you and it hits. All right, easy. It's very annoying. It could cause people to stop regenerating on when you're going Genie, and it's just very frustrating, and it could allow sometimes a lot of pressure, to be honest with you. And then we have his pull mechanic, which is his super. He could pull in enemies, pull in the person with the gem, pull in someone for knockout for an easy kill, pull in anyone, like pull in someone who's about to score a goal, pull in, like, there's so much ways you could use his mechanic with his pull. And literally, if you guys don't know this secret, just auto aim it. Just auto aim your super with Genie. If you say, oh, it's so hard to hit your pulls, hit your supers, just auto aim. All right, see who you're gonna like want to pull, line up with them, make sure you're in range, and just pull them. Auto aim, click that yellow button, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to hit the enemy. These are free, easy tips, easy brawler to play. And then next up, we have his star powers, which allow him to just consistently heal his teammates. So it kind of makes him a support brawler and a control. And then if you think, okay, my teammates don't need the healing, or they're just not good enough, and I think I want to try to carry, you can use Spirit Slap star power, which allows him to like do damage when he grabs you with his super. I think it's up to like 2,000 damage. He grabs you, then you pull him in, you hit him, and then you have a gadget that could bounce them back, so that puts them in an animation that allows them not to, you know, they can't hit you. And then it's just free after that. Very kitted out brawler, definitely a top brawler, always will be a top brawler. Next up, we have Buster, a bit on the underrated side. This brawler has been underrated forever, you know. Since he first came out, he was top brawler. Of course, you know, Brawl Stars always makes the new brawlers really strong, like 9 times out of 10. And then he got nerfed, but he was always good. He doesn't have a hypercharge unlike other people on this list, and he's still that guy. Okay, he has a pull-in mechanic. He has a mechanic where he passively charges his super with you know, these are team-oriented brawlers. You know, he passively charges his super just being around his teammates. He could protect them with his shield, and then with a star power with his super, it stops him and his enemies from being, you know, stunned. So what is there not to love about Buster? He's a tank. He has a lot of HP. He has good movement. He has good, like, nifty movements where you could like shoot people through walls as well. The pull-in mechanic just allows him to be deadly in knockout when the zone comes to clutter in. There's not much people could do around that. Next up, we have Gus, probably the strongest brawler on this list, and the most freest to play, and he's a super rare brawler, so anybody should have him. We got some legendaries, some mythics, some epics on this list, but this dude's a super rare, and he's the best one out of all of them. Okay, so here, let me put y'all on game with Gus. Now, you want to be using Gus as a support, but sometimes you could pop out those long range maps. You have that gadget where you can instantly pop your balloon once you hit an enemy. Use that gadget. You see that you have your super, you could place it on your aggressive like teammate. Say if you have a Mortis, a Daryl on your team, and they want to go in, you could place it on, get them extra health, and then they could go pop off. He has long range, and his range bar is wide. Unlike a lot of snipers, is thin. His is wide, so it's easy to hit shots. He's a good counter to some snipers. So he's like a sniper brawler, a support, and then sometimes he could even make pop-off plays with his balloon gadget plays. So a brawler like Gus, an easy brawler, a brawler that's top in the meta, a brawler that's top in professional competitive side of Brawl Stars as well, a brawler who's always banned, always picked inside of ranked. If you're not learning this dude and you're struggling in ranked, struggling inside of just getting trophies for specific brawlers, you don't want to progress, because Gus is literally that guy. Next up, we have Amber, the auto aim demon. All you have to do, just go in the bush. You can have the speed gear on her if you want, and then click your red button. Go to whatever squishy brawler there is, which a brawler with not that much HP, and run them to flip down, and then you're cooling. You run them down with Amber, auto aim. Just that's all you have to do. Auto aim, keep your range back up, push up. You know, you have your super. If there's too much bushes around, you can burn the bushes. You can use it for area control on hot zone. You have a repellent kind of gadget where, you know, it's kind of like the melody notes. They ring around the Rosie, and that could deter like aggressive brawlers to jumping on you. Sometimes you still die, but you will do at least a good amount of damage. And then just you could fight them through the walls. You can just hit them, forcing them to pack up, so it gains you more positioning. So Amber, free to play brawler, you know, it's just free, it's just easy. Now the only thing is, she is like, I think, legendary. So if you guys are free to play players and brawlers and people that don't have all the people maxed out, it could be a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, I don't know what you guys want, bro. I don't know what you guys want. Amber definitely is tough, and she doesn't even have a hypercharge yet. One of the most underrated brawlers, along with Buster, who doesn't have hypercharge, could be used a lot. And the pros, as I said, love these brawlers on the list. The pros love them because they're just simple, strong brawlers. Nothing too crazy about them. Sometimes you need some simplicity. I can't really speak that, but sometimes you need some simple strategy, some simple, you know, metrics on it. You don't need to have a purple button all the time. So Buster and Amber, definitely those people. Last but not least, we have Sandy. Now, Sandy will always be good just based off his control and just his ability to just pierce shots, so he could counter like a lot of pets, like let's say like Charlie spiders or Tara pets, or anything that's like you know, spawnables. He could counter them really well. He has a super great control. He has a really good hypercharge, which boosts his teammates, boosts his control, boosts everything about him, which pushes the enemies back. He can be used very good in hot zone, brawl ball, just any kind of map. And there's a lot of maps and modes that, you know, for gaining positioning, and Sandy's that guy. Obviously, he's like a mid-range type brawler. He does good in bushy maps as well. You just have to pair him up with a person who could maybe deal with assassin brawlers, because he is prone to that. But at the same time, he does have a stun, which will help him out. Like in the long run, you can just stun them down, get away, run away, because you are a squishy brawler as a Sandy. But other than that, he's pretty free to play, pretty fun to play. These brawlers, you need to upgrade now if you want to progress higher in ranked. If you want to just learn simple brawlers, if you think sometimes the brawlers are too difficult to play, like don't play Colt, don't play Mortis, don't play Dynamite. Play brawlers like this who are simple and just solid and really get the job done really good. You don't have to be the most fanciest person to advance and become better inside of Brawl Stars. It's your boy Joe Slam. We are out of here.